Do your legs feel like they're carrying invisible weights by the end of each day? You know that feeling, when you've been on your feet for just a few hours, but your calves feel tight, your ankles look puffy, and every step seems harder than it should be? Or maybe it's that moment when you try to get up from your favorite armchair, and your knees creak and protest like old floorboards, making you pause and wonder when sitting down became the easy part and standing up became the challenge? I'm talking to you, the person who used to bound upstairs without a second thought, who could garden for hours, who never had to think twice about a walk around the block. But now? Now you find yourself avoiding certain activities, making excuses, or worse, watching from the sidelines while life happens around you. Here's what I want you to know, and I need you to really hear this: joint pain and swollen legs don't have to be your new reality. They don't have to be the price you pay for getting older. What if I told you that some of the most powerful, healing foods for your aching joints and tired legs are probably sitting in your kitchen right now? Or they're just one grocery trip away, waiting to become your secret weapons against pain? You see, your body hasn't given up on you, it's just asking for the right kind of support. And that support doesn't have to come from a pharmacy or require a doctor's appointment. Sometimes, the most profound healing happens at your kitchen table, one meal at a time. Today, I'm going to share 7 collagen-rich foods that can help melt away that achy stiffness, reduce the swelling that makes your legs feel heavy, and give your joints the building blocks they're desperately craving. These aren't exotic superfoods you've never heard of, these are simple, everyday foods that pack incredible healing power. Plus, I'm going to reveal the one critical mistake that almost everyone makes, even people who think they're eating healthy, that keeps their joints hurting longer than they should. If you're tired of joint pain dictating what you can and can't do, if you're ready to take back control and feel like yourself again, comment "ready to heal" right now. Let me know you're here and you're ready for change. And make sure to subscribe to Elderly Health Central. Because we're not just here to give you information, we're here to help you feel stronger, more comfortable, and more confident in your body every single day. This is your journey back to feeling good, and we're going to walk it together. Number 1. Bone broth, liquid gold for aching joints. My grandmother used to say her chicken soup could cure anything, and you know what? She wasn't wrong. That rich, golden broth wasn't just comfort food. There was something almost magical about how a steaming bowl could make you feel better from the inside out. I remember watching her simmer those bones for what seemed like forever, the whole house filling with this incredible aroma that somehow promised healing. She didn't know the science behind it, but she understood something profound, that this liquid gold was medicine in a bowl. Here's what's happening when you sip real bone broth. You're getting collagen, gelatin, and amino acids that literally cushion your joints from the inside out. Think of it as delivering the exact building materials your body needs to repair worn-down cartilage and reduce that painful inflammation that's making every step uncomfortable. These nutrients don't just pass through your system, they go straight to work where you need them most. But here's where too many people go wrong. They think grabbing a can of soup from the store gives them the same benefits. I hate to break it to you, but those watery, sodium-packed broths barely have any real nutrients. They're mostly flavored water with a few sad vegetables floating around. Real bone broth is thick, rich, and when it cools down, it should gel. That's how you know it's packed with the good stuff. So what should you do? Look for real bone broth in the freezer section of your grocery store, or better yet, simmer some bones yourself with a splash of vinegar for 12 hours. The vinegar helps pull all those healing nutrients right out of the bones. Your joints will thank you for every sip. Now, if hot broth isn't your thing, this next food packs just as much joint healing power. Number 2. Salmon, the swimmer's secret to pain-free movement. I know a woman who hated fish her whole life. Absolutely couldn't stand the smell, the taste, nothing about it. But when her doctor told her it might be the key to walking without wincing, she decided to give it a try. 3 months later, she's planning hiking trips with her grandchildren. The transformation was that dramatic. You see, salmon isn't just food, it's medicine that swims. When you eat wild-caught salmon, you're getting a double dose of joint protection. First, you're getting high-quality proteins that your body uses to build fresh collagen. But here's the real magic, those famous omega-3 fatty acids that everyone talks about. These omega-3s are like tiny firefighters racing through your bloodstream, putting out the inflammation that's causing your joints to feel angry and swollen. They help calm down those inflamed tissues and actually help fluid move better through your legs, which means less of that heavy, achy feeling by the end of the day. But I always get the same question, won't fish make my cholesterol worse? Here's the truth, not all fats are created equal. The healthy fats in salmon actually protect your heart and joints at the same time. They're the good guys fighting the bad inflammation, not adding to your problems. Here's what I want you to do. Try to get salmon on your plate twice a week. If salmon feels too fancy or expensive, go for mackerel, sardines, or even tuna. The key is getting those omega-3s into your system regularly. Your joints need this kind of consistent support to start feeling the difference. Speaking of foods that might surprise you, this next one is sitting in most refrigerators right now. Number 3. Eggs, nature's perfect joint repair kit. My neighbor is 78 years old and still tends her garden every morning. Rain or shine, you'll find her out there among her tomatoes and roses, moving like someone half her age. When I asked her secret, she laughed and said, "Honey, I start every day with 2 eggs, yolks and all. Been doing it for 50 years. At first, I thought she was just being modest. But then I learned something fascinating about eggs that completely changed how I think about this everyday food. Eggs are loaded with something called proline and lysine, fancy names for the exact building blocks your body uses to make fresh, strong collagen for your joints. Think of it this way. Your joints are constantly breaking down and rebuilding, just like everything else in your body. But as we get older, the rebuilding process slows down while the breaking down continues at the same pace. That's where eggs come in. They're like delivering a construction crew with all the right tools to get the rebuilding back on track. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But aren't egg yolks bad for my heart? This is one of those old myths that just won't die. The latest research shows that eating eggs in moderation, even the yolks, is actually protective for most people. Those yolks contain nutrients that support not just your joints, but your brain and heart too. 1 or 2 eggs a day is perfect for most people. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or mixed into other dishes, however you like them best. The important thing is making them a regular part of your routine so your body has a steady supply of those joint-building nutrients. If you've got a sweet tooth, you'll love this next joint-healing food. Number 4. Berries, sweet medicine for swollen joints. Ever notice how people who snack on berries seem to move easier? There's real science behind that spring in their step, and it's not just my imagination. I was talking to a friend recently who mentioned that her mother-in-law, who's 82, still dances at family weddings. What's her secret? I asked. Blueberries, she said. Every morning with her oatmeal, every afternoon as a snack. She swears they keep her joints young. Here's what's happening when you eat berries. These little powerhouses are bursting with vitamin C, and your body absolutely cannot make collagen without vitamin C. It's like trying to bake a cake without flour. But berries don't stop there. They're also packed with antioxidants that fight the inflammation causing your joints to swell and ache. Think of inflammation like a fire burning in your joints. Most of the time, we try to put out that fire with medications. But berries work differently. They help prevent the fire from starting in the first place. Those deep, rich colors in blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries. Those are anthocyanins, nature's own anti-inflammatory compounds. Some folks worry about the sugar in fruit, and I get it. But here's the thing. The fiber and healing compounds in berries completely outweigh any concerns about natural fruit sugars. Plus, that fiber actually helps slow down sugar absorption, so you're getting steady energy instead of spikes and crashes. A handful a day is all you need, fresh or frozen doesn't matter. Toss them on your oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or just eat them straight from the container. Your joints will feel the difference, and your taste buds will thank you too. Now, if you want to tackle leg swelling head-on, this next food group is your best friend. Number 5. Leafy greens, green power for tired legs. One of our viewers wrote to tell me something that gave me goosebumps. She said that after adding spinach to her morning eggs every day for just 3 weeks, she could walk to the mailbox without her legs feeling heavy and tired. 3 weeks, that's how quickly the right foods can start changing your life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Leafy greens? Really? How can something so simple make such a difference? But here's what most people don't realize about spinach, kale, and collard greens. They're absolutely loaded with 2 nutrients that work like magic for your joints, vitamin C and magnesium. The vitamin C helps your body build stronger collagen, just like we talked about with berries. But magnesium? That's the unsung hero for tired, swollen legs. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and improve circulation, which means less fluid buildup and that heavy feeling you get after being on your feet. Here's a misconception I hear all the time. People think greens are just for weight loss, like they're some kind of punishment food you have to choke down. But they're actually one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods on the planet. Every bite is like sending a team of tiny healers throughout your body. And the best part? You don't have to eat giant salads every day. Add a handful to your morning eggs, toss some spinach into your soup, or blend them into a smoothie where you won't even taste them. Even a big handful mixed into your pasta sauce counts. Your body doesn't care how you get them, it just cares that you do. For those who want something a little brighter and more refreshing, this next option is perfect. Number 6. Citrus fruits, sunshine for creaky joints. A subscriber told me something that made me smile. She said she starts every morning with warm lemon water, and after a few weeks, her knees stopped making that crackling sound when she walked up the stairs. It's like my joints remembered how to be quiet again, she said. There's something so hopeful about that image, joints remembering how to be quiet. And it makes perfect sense when you understand what citrus fruits do for your body. Oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruits are vitamin C powerhouses. We've talked about vitamin C a few times now, but I can't stress this enough. Your body absolutely needs vitamin C to make collagen. Without it, the whole process just stops. But citrus fruits do something else that's incredibly important for people dealing with leg swelling. They support the health of your blood vessels. Those tiny capillaries in your legs that help fluid move in and out of your tissues. Vitamin C keeps them strong and flexible. When they're working properly, you don't get that uncomfortable swelling and heaviness that makes every step feel like work. Some people avoid citrus because they think it's too acidic and will hurt their stomach. But here's the interesting thing, citrus actually helps with hydration and reducing inflammation throughout your body. That warm lemon water my subscriber drinks? It's like giving her whole system a gentle, healing wake-up call every morning. Start your day with lemon in warm water if you want to be fancy, or just grab an orange for a mid-afternoon snack. The key is consistency. Your body needs that steady supply of vitamin C to keep your collagen production humming along. And finally, the food that might make you feel like a kid again, but with serious adult benefits. Number 7. Gelatin, childhood comfort with healing power. Remember when hospitals always served Jell-O to patients? You probably thought it was just because it was easy to eat, but it turns out there was real wisdom in that old tradition. Those doctors and nurses knew something we've somehow forgotten. Gelatin is serious medicine disguised as childhood comfort food. Here's what gelatin really is. It's basically collagen that's been gently cooked down until it becomes this amazing, healing substance that goes straight to work on your joints. When you eat gelatin, you're giving your body pre-digested collagen that doesn't have to work hard to break down and use. It's like delivering building materials right to the construction site where your joints are trying to repair themselves. Think about how gelatin feels in your mouth, smooth, soothing, almost like it's coating everything as it goes down. That's exactly what it's doing for your joints too. It helps rebuild the cushioning in your cartilage and can significantly ease that morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed such a challenge. Most people think gelatin is just for dessert, something frivolous and fun but not particularly useful. But unflavored gelatin is actually one of the most powerful joint healing supplements you can find, and it's probably sitting right there in your baking aisle, waiting for you to discover its potential. Here's the beautiful thing about gelatin. You don't have to eat Jell-O cups all day. Mix a packet of unflavored gelatin into your morning tea, coffee, or smoothie. It dissolves completely and you won't even taste it. But your joints will definitely feel the difference as those healing nutrients get to work rebuilding and strengthening from the inside out. I want to pause here for a moment and talk about something that I know weighs heavy on many of your hearts. I know it's hard to watch yourself or someone you love struggle with simple movements that used to be so easy. It feels like your body is betraying you, doesn't it? Like it's forgotten all the years of faithful service, all the places it's carried you, all the things it's helped you accomplish. Maybe you're the person who used to be the first one up the stairs, and now you find yourself gripping the handrail, taking it one step at a time. Maybe you're watching your spouse wince when they stand up from the dinner table, or your parent asking you to reach something they used to grab without thinking. These moments hit deep, and I want you to know that the grief you feel about these changes is real and it's valid. But here's what I want you to remember, and I need you to really let this sink in: every meal is a chance to heal. Every grocery trip is an opportunity to choose foods that love your joints back. Every time you crack an egg, squeeze a lemon, or open a container of berries, you're making a choice to fight for your mobility, your comfort, your independence. This isn't about accepting defeat or managing decline. This is about recognizing that your body is still working for you, still trying to repair and rebuild, still responding to the care you give it. Those 7 foods we just talked about, they're not just ingredients, they're messages of hope you send to your joints 3 times a day. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or think you need to become a completely different person overnight. Pick just 2 or 3 of these foods this week. Maybe start your morning with eggs and berries. Maybe add some spinach to your soup. Maybe sip some real bone broth in the evening. Small changes can bring big relief, and small victories build into life-changing transformations. Your body wants to heal, it's just waiting for the right support. And you're not alone in this journey. Every person watching this video understands what you're going through. We're all in this together, choosing healing over helplessness, hope over resignation. Your best days don't have to be behind you. Sometimes, they're just one good meal away. So let's quickly recap what we've discovered together today. We've got 7 simple, powerful foods that can help reduce swelling and support stronger, more comfortable joints. Bone broth. That liquid gold that delivers healing right to your joints. Salmon with its inflammation-fighting omega-3s. Eggs packed with the building blocks your body craves. Berries bursting with antioxidants and vitamin C. Leafy greens that tackle swelling head-on. Citrus fruits that fuel your collagen production. And gelatin, childhood comfort with serious healing power. These aren't exotic superfoods that cost a fortune or require special trips to health food stores. These are everyday foods that you can find at any grocery store, foods that can become part of your regular routine without turning your life upside down. But more than that, these are tools. Tools for reclaiming your comfort, your mobility, your independence. Now I'm curious about something, and I really want to hear from you. Which of these foods sounds most doable for you this week? Maybe you're already thinking about adding some spinach to your morning eggs, or perhaps that bone broth idea has you planning your next grocery trip. Or maybe you've already tried some of these foods and noticed a difference in how you feel. Here's what I really want you to do: share your story in the comments below. Tell me which food you're going to try first, or if you've already experienced relief from any of these, tell us about it. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Someone scrolling through these comments might be on the fence about whether this could really work, and your story could be the encouragement that changes their life. I love reading every single comment because each one represents someone taking control of their health, someone choosing hope over helplessness. And when you share your wins, even the small ones, you inspire others to take that first step too. This community we're building here at Elderly Health Central is about supporting each other through this journey. If this video gave you some hope today, if it offered you practical ideas you can actually use, if it made you feel less alone in dealing with joint pain and swelling, please give it a thumbs up. That little click tells me this information is helping people, and it helps other people who need this message find it too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Elderly Health Central. We're not just here to give you one good tip and disappear, we're here for the long haul. Every week, we're sharing more simple, effective ways to feel better, move easier, and live more comfortably. Because you deserve to feel good in your body, no matter what your age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for being open to new possibilities, for believing that change is still possible, for refusing to accept that pain has to be your permanent companion. Take care of those joints, take care of yourself, and remember, every meal is an opportunity to heal. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to support your journey to feeling your best.